After several high-profile incidents involving alleged officer misconduct, the RCMP has come under a lot of fire recently. Now, a CBC News investigation has uncovered other cases you might never have heard about, hundreds of them during a span of 4 years. The CBC's Kurt Petrovich dug up the numbers, and he has the details in hand for us tonight. Kurt?
Wendy, what we found may surprise some people. Cases of assault, sexual assault, impaired driving, even possession of child pornography. But these aren't just any offenders. They are Mounties.
And here you have assaults.
Walter Kostecki, a lawyer and former Mountie himself, is astonished by the breadth of misconduct cases dealt with by the RCMP's internal discipline system.
And I just find it unbelievable that there are all these cases that deal with dishonesty and that people are still allowed to remain within the RCMP.
There were 335 incidents over 4 years. That included 35 cases of assault, sexual assault, and harassment, 30 officers who were impaired on the job or while driving, 29 who gave false or misleading statements. More than 60 members either resigned or were dismissed for their conduct. 69 received the harshest punishment short of dismissal, the loss of 10 days' pay.
One incident is one too many.
This senior Mountie is familiar with some of the cases.
It's sad when these outcomes are felt.
But he cautions misconduct is not rampant. It accounts for less than 1% of some 19,000 uniformed members, and the guilty shouldn't be judged too harshly.
We do work in an arduous profession, and there has to be some compassion for that.
The head of the RCMP downplays the seriousness of these findings.
99% of the cases, that's probably overstatement, 95% of the cases are just things where people have made mistakes. And police work is very complicated, and people are going to make mistakes.
Surely they are mistakes, but these aren't just your garden variety, oops, I screwed up today at work. These are some serious, serious matters.
And for years, the RCMP kept no central record of them. How do we know? Because when we asked for this list, they had to create one from scratch, a process that took 4 years.
The RCMP hadn't been tracking until I got here, and now we are. We're tracking them all.
The fact that for years they weren't raises questions about how sincere the RCMP was about rooting out rotten apples.
You're not expected to be driving and impaired. You're not expected to be guilty of harassment. You're not expected to mistreat prisoners. These are all things that the RCMP are sworn to uphold and to prevent, not to participate in.
Wendy, there are still some secrets the RCMP is reluctant to share. Even though all the names and dates have been stripped from these files, the Mounties insist that revealing the regions where they took place could jeopardize the privacy of the officers involved.
Thanks so much, Kurt. Kurt Petrovich tonight. And last note on this story, the RCMP has told Kurt it will soon provide details on all misconduct cases since 2008 and that it won't take 4 years.